Evening, gents. Evening, gents. Everyone all right? So while we've got a moment, just have a quick look through the championship. Obviously, Lemons is. You all right, Bresco? How you doing, mate? Lemons is obviously in the lead quite comfortably, and everyone's looking for a miracle. Yeah, I can imagine. You still in that car journey? Currently got Hassan in P2 and Noodles in P3. Quite close between them. Crumpets is also chasing. 9 hours. Bloody hell. You alright, Crumpets? How you doing, mate? Yeah, 9 hours. Way too long in the car. I struggle with an hour. Got a couple of people still left to join. I still find this weird just talking to myself. It's not normal. So, evening, Jack. You alright? Yeah, so just going to go through the order. So it's Lemons is currently leading with 272 points. About two divisions away is Hassan on 195. Noodles is closely following on 180. Crumpets is just off the back of them on 168. HL is currently sat in fifth on 156. Intronsic is doing well on 144. Danny, who's obviously not going to be racing tonight, is on 121. Impressive considering he's missed a couple of races. Famous Wayne, who I do believe is not racing as well, is on 101. Zoltan sat in ninth on 88. Big Balls on 10th and 77. So, yeah, you've done well for three finishes. What was that, three finishes? Was this the one you'd done a DNF on as well? Evening, Callum. Nice to see you again. Got Stocker currently in 11th on 74 points. And it is wet tonight, so things could change for Stocker. He was voted the best wet weather driver not long ago. Was that where your brakes failed? Evening, Jonathan. Hope you're alright. Evening, Hassan. How are you doing? Hope you're alright. Wet is shite. Fucking everyone is saying that on this one. It's only probably Stocker it isn't. Top 10 is quite possible tonight. I do believe there is only like 15 drivers. Wet race at the start. Anything could happen. Obviously, we're not going to be expecting much to happen to Lemons, so we'll concentrate from P2 backwards as much as possible. change it back to force dry. You've got enough races on force dry now. We have had to cater for everyone. So I don't know who we are waiting on. Got 14 drivers in. So how is everyone feeling about tonight? Positive? Obviously, Danny, you got a different story, but I don't believe it should be long until we get going. Flying along the M40, I fucking hate the M40, man. Almost as bad as the 25. Evening, John. I hope you're alright. Haven't you gone to no line though, Brasco? We can play who will DNF first. Who is your guess? I think they're close, to be honest, mate. The M25 is horrendous. The M40 can be just as bad some days. Oh, Callum's coming in with me. Yeah, I feel that, Brasco. I've been doing quite a lot of work at the moment. Oh, Danny's gone in with no DNFs. Bit bold. Is that through crash or in the pits, John? Oh, John's gone for Rage Quick on Stalker. So I don't know if the quali's going to be wet or dry yet. Quali is full wet. Oh, lovely. So a lot of errors can happen here then. Just everyone remember to do your setups. Oh, it is. pissing it down. So just last few minutes before everyone's completely. Well, this is normal for the UK, so hopefully got a bit of an advantage. So we are going to sit on board with Ragnar here, coming down the main straight, burning that ERS. Opted for the full wet tyre. I wonder if anyone else has gone for anything different. We have HL on the inters and the rest of the grid on the full wet tyres. Well, it looks very wet. Ragnar here sliding around turn 4 here. Struggling to keep the car on, but he is gaining time. HL has dropped right back down. Obviously the full wets are definitely looking stronger right now. Still plenty of ERS to use as he climbs up the hill. Obviously no DRS activated on this wet track. Currently sat in 4th, so really strong performance from him so far. Can he keep it together through these last few corners? I have not noticed that. Lemons is only in 6th. No. He's fighting with Crumpets. Have we finally found something Lemons can't do? Wet weather. Keeps it nice and tight. Into the final corner. Keeps it on the track. To the line. He finishes P4. So we've got the wet weather master Stocker in P1. Fuck him. Should have sat on board with him really, but it's a nightmare trying to flick through everyone. Right, so we got Leonard in P1, Noodles in P2, Zoltan in P3, Ragnar in 4th, Crumpets in 5th, and Tronzik in 6th, Brasco in 7th, Hassan in 8th, Callum in 9th, HL on the only one on the inters in 10th, Benzilla in 11th, Jonathan Moody 12th, 13th Mark Roscoe, and 14th, believe it or not, we have Lemons. So he'll be first within the first 5 laps. Obviously, we know the pace of Lemons. But I think he's just doing it to make it a bit interesting for everyone else. Lap 20, he's in the lead. Lap 32. You reckon he's... Oh, I reckon it's going to be within 10 laps, lads. Saying that, it is torrential out there. It'll be interesting to see. But it's nice to see Stocker on pole. Hopefully that gives him a bit of confidence going forward into this race. Will anyone try the inters? Apparently it's going to be raining all race. So if you've planned for a bit of a dry setup for later on, you are going to struggle. Is that what Lemons has done? It could be dry later. I don't know. I haven't looked at the forecast. I'm only going off what people are telling. Hopefully it drives up, adding another dimension to the race. You never know. Everyone might be able to gap Lemons. Yeah. No, there was one race we done. Said it was going to be wet. Right, so everyone is starting on the wets, and again, it's only HL that's gone for the inters. Do you believe the wets aren't that good again this game? Get a couple of laps out of them, and then they'll be pitting. So surely HL is going to be the one to benefit the most out of all of this. If he can hold it together for a couple of laps, though, Danny, who's in with it. It don't take long for these tracks to dry out. Stoker apparently does drive with TC, according to John. Hopefully that will help him keep it on track in these conditions. We will find out. He is going to have the fast Noodles right behind him, who I believe is still looking for his first win. Track map up as well. Obviously 14 people on the grid, so chances are they are going to spread out fairly quickly here, but we will start on board with Noodles for the start of the race. Just lights out and off we go, and Noodles has got a slightly better start than Stocker. Stocker is trying to cover him off, but he is alongside going down into turn one. Looking behind, there's a gaggle of cars coming, and Stocker manages to keep hold of it into turn one. Bit slidey. Someone's gone off onto the runoff there. Who was that? Intrinsic is making up places on the opening lap. Brasco's looking quite good. Position changes. Who have we got? So we've got Callum. He must have been the Haas on the runoff. Lemon. Where's Lemons? Lemons is already up 5 places into 9th. So lap 32. Evening, Bassin. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Obviously, Lemons is gaining already. Unbelievable, he started 14th and he's going to be 8th by the end of this straight, I would have thought. Can he hold it in there? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Bit hot today though, isn't it? And it's going to be hotter tomorrow. So Lemons is now already up into 8th, so what was it, lap 32 your prediction, Danny? I think it's a bit long, if I'm honest with you. Up in front, Stocker has actually already pulled out over a second gap on Noodles, currently showing why he is classed as one of the best drivers in the wet weather, and that gap is just rising. Noodles looking to struggle to keep hold of the car at the moment. He's got Zoltan right behind him. You can see how twitchy all these cars are. Yeah, he might do. I think the sheer pace of Lemons will prevail, though, to be honest. But we will see. He's started to come up against Hassan. We know how hard it is to pass Hassan. Driving brilliantly this season, it must be said. Got Intrinsic. He's just dropping off a little bit from the back of Ragnar. HL on those inters has managed to keep position. This is good for him, considering the conditions. He will be hoping that that track dries up pretty quickly now. Lemons is still right on the gearbox of Hassan. We know how hard it is to pass him. He's probably still on 0-0 wings, even though it's a monsoon out there. Old Hassan loves his low wing setup. Going really wide into that final corner. I think this is one of the closest bits at the moment. Has Lemons got the pace to do it? Will he send it here? No, he thinks better of it. Backs out. Hassan is all over the place. He's really struggling in these conditions. Bit of a gap forming between him and Crumpets now. What we've got going on up ahead. Noodles, Zoltan, Ragnar, they're all close. Stocker has built himself a lovely gap of 2.5 seconds. He'll be over the moon with this so far. Back further down, how's HL getting on? Looks to be a bit slippy. Is he gaining on Brasco? I think Brasco's just got that little bit of an edge at the moment on those wet tyres. But you can start to see a bit of... Oh, HL is almost gone there. Doesn't look like it'll be too much longer before those inters start becoming the better tyre to be on, I don't think. Looking at that, there is a bit of a line starting to form. Not much. As we say that, Callum is going around, trying to go around the outside of him here. Nice brave, he gets the job done. That was a nice little overtake. You're right. Right for the bank, how you doing, mate? Yeah, will he burn out his inters in this weather? Or will he just struggle to get the temp into him? I think it would be the temp over burning them out, because they burn them out in the dry, don't they? Hassan, here, you see that gap growing again from Crumpets. 2.5 seconds now, only 4 laps in. You can see him physically struggling. Lemon's also struggling behind him. Combination of the dirty air and the wet weather. Both of them are sliding round. It was almost like me and Manic in Spa. Realistic. Just without the death. Yeah. HO is really struggling to keep the power on at the moment. Is slowly dropping back. We've got Marco. Not really seen much of him. He's right at the back here at the moment, but still early. Still got 62 laps, so anything could happen. Yeah. Another little gap between Jonathan Moody, Benzilla. Leonard out in front, just putting fastest lap after fastest lap. Great drive from him at the moment. All this fighting between Hassan and Lemons is allowing Brasco to stay within that second. Obviously you're not going to get DRS here, but Stocker is flying. It's nice to see him having some pace after all these bad runs at the moment. Up in front, Ragnar has dropped off the back of Zoltan now, almost 2.5 seconds. We can have a look at that. So the gap from the leader is 16 seconds, so he's not quite but he's not far away. So at the moment it does say that the Inters was the wrong tyre choice. But like I said, you can start seeing that dry line starting to form. Is he looking like he's getting more grip here? No, is the answer to that. Straight away, look at that, he's just struggling, and he's underfueled so far, so yeah, I think you're right. It's not drying out quick enough for that strategy to work, I'm afraid. Noodles is currently keeping the gap just under 3 seconds. Not a bad place for him to be sat. No dirty air. Still able to go for an early pit onto dry tyres if need be, or the Inters, should he think that's the right move. Tronzik. Oh, Noodles has a 3-second warning already, so that kind of negates all of that and is giving Stocker a bit more of a lead. Unless Noodles decides to put his foot down a bit more to try and catch. Oh, just missed it, but Lemons has now got Noodles washed. He had to have something to start with, didn't he? Luckily for him, there's no one for him to dive bomb and crash into this week at the moment. Lemons is up into 7th now. He has got past Hassan. Oof, still a bit sore subject for me. 4.5 seconds, 4.8 seconds behind Crumpet. So we're keeping an eye on that. See what that gap is on the next lap. I'd imagine that to be coming down fairly quickly now. Maybe even he's got a chance to put in the fastest lap. Crumpets is struggling a little bit as we jump on board with him. Got a nice gap to Tronzik again. Everyone's got a bit of a nice gap. No one is too crazy out. So Hassan is dropping off the back of Lemons. Is that Hassan slow in the wet, or is that Lemons being quick? And up in front, we're set on board with sliding around at the moment, but he is pulling away from Noodles. It's now over that 3-second mark. Stocker currently showing why he was voted. Hassan does seem to struggle in the wet. Look at him, yeah, that already 2 seconds off. I do believe he runs full traction, so I don't know if that's the reason for it, or if it's he's struggling under braking. But he just looks to be washing out, or maybe it's the fact that he runs 0-0 wings all the time. It could be anything really. As he gets done by HL now. Is that HL's tyres starting to come alive here? Is it time for Inters? Let's stay on board with HL for a moment. We're keeping an eye on that time. It's 2.5 seconds at the moment. Crumpets has gone into the pits. I'm guessing that's going to be for... I say gone into the pits. He literally crawled in there. Is he getting on? Yeah, he's decided the Inters now. So, yeah, already HL is gaining time on Lemons. Has he taken too much life out of those Inters? Who else have we got? We've got Hassan, Callum and Brasco. They're all jumping in to the pits. Obviously they're all now onto the Inters. So just keep an eye on the gap to the leader. Obviously HL is... Yeah, HL has had that fuel lot on from the start, so I don't know if he's under-fueled hoping for a safety car, or if he thought he was going to save a bit more fuel in this wet weather. Crumpets has got past Jonathan Mooney. Will he take that as a sign it's time for Inters now? Sliding around the corners there. Just doesn't look like they have any grip. Saying that, the leader still pounding on those wets, putting in another fastest lap. Everyone else has jumped into the pits. Stocker carries on. He's going to have to pit soon. And there we go, HL sign that it is definitely in weather now. Obviously we expect Stocker will have to come in this lap. Leaders do seem quick. Well, Stocker seems quick at the moment. Will he jump in this lap, because that gap is coming down, and Stocker now being able to see HL, he will notice that. Four seconds was the gap from when Noodles decided to pit. So we'll see if Stocker comes in, how much of a gap is he going to have left. The rest of the grid is now all on Inters, with Marco just coming into the pits himself. I was saying that HL has not gained a huge amount of Stocker currently. Is he diving in? Yeah, Stocker is diving into the pits. So now where... I know, looking at HL, he seems pretty quick, but he's on older tyres, don't forget. That might be why the pace difference wasn't huge. But again, another fastest lap, it just shows you the track is drying out now. So, has Leonard beat out yet? Comfortably, he's still well ahead. Lost about a second there. He's going to lose a bit more mounting the curb like that. But he's got enough room to play with. Now HL is leading the race, but his tyres are 9 laps old, whereas everyone else is on 1 or just started. So, and behind we have Sultan getting past Noodles. Noodles going really slowly here. Has he got damage or something? No, can't see. It just looks like he's struggling. Struggling with the car. Maybe Noodles is firmly washed, as Danny did say. Up in front, that gap already coming down. So a lap, maybe 2 laps, and Leonard will be right on the back of HL. Crumpets and Lemons back down here after pits. Lemons has managed to close that gap up. Remember, that was 4.5 seconds earlier. So, a combination of Crumpets' incredibly slow pit stop and a bit of Lemons' pace has closed that gap right in. And look at that, just fastest lap after fastest lap at the moment. Is anyone else going to set one? No, they look all done for now. Got Brasco chasing down on Callum here. I think this is one of our closest battles at the moment. Obviously Callum as well and Hassan. So we're trying to sit on board with these 3 at the moment. See what happens. Callum currently looking the faster out of the 3. Is he going to try for a move, catch Hassan unaware somewhere? Does he know he hasn't got the straight line speed? Oh, and he's all over the curb. That's got to have been a warning there, I would have thought. Just looks quite eager to get past Hassan here. Driving well is Callum so far. closing in. Will he get him on this straight? Look at that, one lap in. Leonard has taken a second out of HL's lead. Oh, both decided to slide round that final corner. Not the best way to get around, I wouldn't say, but what do you know, I can't drive in the wet, so I can't say anything. Sliding everywhere, but Hassan has the pace on the straight. Just in the corners, he just looks so twitchy. Further up, Lemons has now got within a second of Crumpets. Quite a lot of ERS. So Lemons going to try and go for a move soon. Are they catching Intronsic up in front? Intronsic, another driver, has looked really solid this season so far, from what I've seen seen of him. Lemons right on the gearbox of Crumpets. So will point out that my lap 10 prediction of Lemons being in the lead was completely wrong. Washed. As Lemons gets past him here on the straight. Quite a simple overtake. Gives him a little fucking wave as he drives past. Showboating a bit, but he's still in 7th. So we'll see what happens next. See that gap come down to Intronsic. We'll have a look at that. Callum just jumping back on board again, just over the back of Hassan. Maybe he should sit back, recharge his batteries a little bit. Try and get him on the straight. Don't think you're getting many moves around the corners. This track does look like it's drying up quite a lot. Does look like it is drying up. Brasco's still sitting around a second behind. So maybe he's just playing the waiting game here. Wants to stay close enough in case anything happens. Yeah, I cannot drive in the rain, Chris. It's so bad. Looks like Callum is pushing Hassan around these last couple of corners. Got a nice amount of ERS. Is he going to be able to stay close enough coming through these last couple of corners where we know the dirty air is a real killer? It looks like just affecting that little bit too much. Can't get the grip out that final corner to mount an attack. Just going to run out of pace by the end of the... Yeah, there we go. And as we took over on the last lap, just right on the gearbox. So he's going to be sat behind it again unless he goes for a move. Coming up into this corner. Just, he's not close enough to take a look down there, so... At the moment, this is one of our closest battles, but then we have got Stocker is now right on the back of HL. With the fresher tyres, you'd expect Stocker to be able to keep with HL through that final set of corners. Let's see if he can. He can. Can he get him on this straight? There is a car in front. I'm guessing that is going to be Mark Rosso. Yeah. No, you just can't get him on that straight. That's got to be close to corner cut in there from Leonard. So further back we've got Zoltan, just under 3 seconds off. Looks to be closing a little bit now. Obviously Leonard is going to be a little bit stuck behind HO in these corners, especially with the tyre difference. So that will allow the rest of them to catch up a little bit. Oh, Intronsic is now down to 8th. Has he had a moment? Must have, because there was a nice little gap. Sultan is flying. Again, I don't know how much of that is because Leonard's stuck. Does appear to be stuck behind HL at the moment. He is a bit closer as he's exited that final corner though. But HL looks like he's got quite low wings. He is not giving that up easy. I will jump back on and have a look in a moment. Yeah, no, Leonard's going to be stuck behind for another lap here. So this is going to be hurting his race overall. Obviously, Intronsic has jumped into the pits. Is he going to get a wing change? Yeah, he is good. He's got a missing end plate there. New set of inters. Jumping back again. Callum is just behind Hassan. Hassan's doing well to hold him off here. Hopefully he'll be able to show us a clip of it. Not much going on at the moment, unfortunately. It's a bit of nature with these wet races. Dirty air. Hard to get overtakes done. But they are trying. Lemons is currently 8 seconds away from Ragnar. Will he close that gap? Has he got the pace in this weather to close that gap, or is he waiting for the dries? We are only 17 laps in, so still a long way to go in this. Leonard sliding around the corners here. Might have to call him DK soon. Look at that. Wet. Yeah, the dirty air here is horrendous. We raced it on Tuesday and like you just couldn't overtake unless you had a tyre delta. Especially coming out of that final corner. And that's what we're seeing here at the moment. Again, Callum. I think Callum is currently the faster driver. He just cannot get past Hassan. He's all over the back of him. Searching for a way to get past. Brasco has dropped off the back of these guys. Callum now with a lot of battery here. Hassan goes a little bit wide, but he's not going to be able to mount an attack here. He does have a little look. Bit of psychological warfare there going on, maybe. Again, can he stay with him? We're still on board here. No, he's just sliding. Trying to feather that throttle through. Just too far back to make an attack. It's like watching Vegas all over again. Yeah, way too far back. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. But we have got Ragnar now catching up onto Noodles, who has put on those inters and just dropped. Don't know where his pace has gone. He will be a bit disappointed after getting second on the grid to start. Up in front, Leonard right on the back of HL here. Is this the chance that he needs? Can he stay close enough here? Looks like he's got a good exit. Can he keep that momentum going? Zoltan is gaining on these guys quickly. Just can't do it in that bit. HL driving really well. That's got to be a track limits. He's going to be getting a penalty soon if he keeps doing that. Oh, he's almost lost it. Effects of the dirty air plus the wet. Not a good mixture. Zoltan in the meantime has almost got down into a second of these two. So he's gonna be adding a different dimension to that fight at the front. Leonard's now gonna have to start looking behind as well as in front. This might help HL out a little bit. Take a little bit of pressure off him. Yeah, no one's can do it down the main straight, but you just can't get close enough anywhere. Can't get close. Let's see what Zoltan can do. Can he do something different? Can he show one of these boys up in front how to do it? And there we go. I knew there was a time penalty coming for Leonard. There it is. He needs to get past HL here. Again, you can just see they're not gaining. Don't you fucking start, Chris. Where's that block button? Fucking poor. Oh, Zoltan almost dropped it there as well. Just trying to spice up a bit of the viewing, bless him. Thank you, Zoltan, I appreciated it. Right, they're still there or thereabouts with Noodles. Right, honestly, our transfer window has been terrible. Every time we've gone for someone, one of the big clubs have gone, nah, we'll take him. You can't blame them, more appeal, but it is fucking annoying. So the top three, they're all within half a second of each other. Leonard getting very squirrely there. Zoltan looks a little bit... It's Sesko's the one that I'm most annoyed about. We do have a yellow flag. Who is that for? And that's for Benzilla. Yeah. Lemon's now showing a bit of pace, but he hasn't really... He is United. How can you tell? Fucking guys come 17th last season, now they think they're winning the league. Fucking hell. Yeah, Lemons, I wouldn't say his pace is that of normal Lemons, to be honest, today. I was expecting a bit more from him. I know he's been... Yeah, you lost to Spurs. Lost to Spurs, mate. In the worst final I think I've ever seen. Yeah, like I said, Lemons, that gap isn't closing as much as I thought it would. Right, back on board with Stocker. Oh, this could be what he needed. No, he just gets a little bit slidey as well. Zoltan has picked up a time penalty. Just doesn't have the battery to attack. Just sliding that car into corners. You can definitely see Leonard has more pace right now, but he just can't use it. Just goes to show you the problem with Spain, the dirty air. It is a big factor, even in the rain. HL has got to be close to getting. Honestly, like, don't get me wrong, Chris. If he had said, done it properly, I want Liverpool, fair enough. But to refuse to train and everything, I think is a proper dick move. And I kind of want him out now because of that. Whereas if he'd gone, look, I want Liverpool, fair enough, you've got to wait for a replacement, I would have been happy with him to go. Disappointed he wanted to go, but been happy about it for him because he's a quality player, but the way he's handled it, I'm not impressed with. Well, this is true, we are only getting a few little bits of the story. I'm not sure. Hi English Chris. I'm not sure what's going on with Gordon. I think we're in for a rough season at the moment. We could just have some of the bill to, you know, compete with the bigger teams on the wage bill. It might not be so bad. Lotusy Chris. Right, so all the people are starting to pick up time pens now as well. So let's have a look. I think they're all only 3 seconds still, but they are all only 3 seconds still. Honorary Chris Plavunk. Just renaming his team now. Oh, this is looking good here. Is this Leonard's chance? Doesn't look like it. HL must have much lower wing. He's just pulling away every lap. You gotta feel Stocker is getting very frustrated sat behind HL here. Almost loses it. Being that little bit too close. That was his best chance at getting an overtake done for a long while, I think. Obviously Sultan is going to be stuck behind these two unless he goes for a move in an unorthodox place. You've got to feel he is only going to be stuck behind him. I'm now the Balkan Chris. Ragnar just staying around that 1 second to Noodles. Oh, we missed that, but Callum has actually got past Hassan here. So now, can we see if Callum did have more pace, or will Hassan now be able to keep on the back? Obviously, he's going to have Brasco right behind to worry about as well. Looked like Hassan missed that apex by a country mile there. Running wide. Still sliding around. Still that dirty air affecting any driver it gets close, especially in this final sector. So hard to follow. Even harder to get the overtake. Look at that, Callum has pulled out a second onto Hassan, so he does have that little bit more pace at the moment. Will he be able to eke that out a bit longer? Back up in front. Stocker is literally pushing HO around the track here, giving us a little wave. So, is that these cars coming up to lap Jonathan here? Final 20 minutes. Right. Have a beer when you get in as well. Lovely to see there, Jonathan, getting right out of the way, not affecting these guys in front. Oh my god, what the fuck have you sent me, Chris? Lemons putting in the fastest lap of the race so far. Fuck's sake, you dickhead. Fucking hell. So, right now, it actually looks like Zoltan is going to get Stocker before Stocker gets HL. HL is doing an amazing drive considering the age of his tyres. How long can he make them last? Look at that, 25 laps he's been on them. 25 laps. How much longer can he make those last? Zoltan getting all squirrely, just showing you how hard it is to follow. And look at that, not gaining. Doesn't really seem to be much slipstream to help this year either. They will last longer, is it? I don't know what sort of life it would be on the 100%. I'd imagine they can do like 35, maybe 40 laps. They're quite durable, are the Inters. Stocker goes really wide there. Almost gives Zoltan an opportunity. Right now, this is the only real battle we've got apart from Brasco and Hassan. But it looks like Brasco is not able to attack Hassan right now. And as we thought earlier, Callum has got more pace than Hassan right now. He is pulling away from the guy that sits in second in the championship. Well, I thought it was meant to be around halfway, but then Brasco said it doesn't dry up. So I'm not really sure. I wouldn't say it would be too long. It doesn't look ridiculous out there. Like, it's not heavy rain, it is only light. Obviously it's not time for dry tyres, but definitely better than when they started the race, that's for sure. All right now. HL struggling a little bit there. He is defending well. Obviously he's being quick in all the right places. And there we go. Fuel light has just popped on. So I wonder how else both HL and Leonard both have fuel lights on at the moment. Is Leonard going to try something down here? No, he can't get close enough. HL slide in the rear of that car there. Oh, a bit of a gap opened up. No, it's a bit too eager there. Yeah. Oh, you can tell how much quicker Leonard is in the corners right now. He just can't get past. Can he do something here? No, look at that. HO is pulling away. That's unbelievable. Wonder who else is. He's got to send it safely though. Zoltan sitting right behind these guys. He's wanting Leonard to send it somewhere. Hopefully he can pick up the rewards and that. But right now you can see these two guys are just all over the back of HO in the corners, but they cannot do anything about him in the straight. Noodles. Obviously, I don't know if he's picked up the pace or if HO has slowed that. It doesn't surprise me. Who's that one for? I know we were going for that Thar one from AC. Now, is HL slowing down the other two and allowing Noodles to catch up, or has Noodles picked up the pace? Hi Chris, you alright? I don't know about you guys, but this looks like a dry track to me. I think DRS will be coming open anytime soon. The rain has definitely stopped. So who's gonna jump first? Who is gonna be the first one to pit? Is HL gonna jump in on this lap? Do you reckon so? That track looks dry to me. If I was Lemons, with the lead I had, I'd definitely take the gamble. Let's see if he does take a gamble. No, he is going to stay out as well. But Ragnar does take the gamble. See what he goes on. Hassan is also on the hards. Right, so now let's have a look to the gap to the leader. Is it crossover point yet? Coming out of the pits at 26 seconds. No, look at that. Just slid straight away. Looks like you might be right there, Danny. Is Hassan making it work? He's looking a bit slow. Benzilla's around as well. Maybe it's not time yet. Yeah, look at that. They've just got no grip. No grip whatsoever. I mean, they've got to try something, ain't they, lads? Let's face it. Maybe if they had gone onto the mediums. And as we say that, looks like Stocker has got past HL. Yeah, Stocker has got past HL. So now, has he got the? Oh, has he got the pace to? You can see the ghosted car of Hassan there. Can he? Oh, and Zoltan is also past. This is not what Stocker wanted really, because Zoltan does look quick. Oh, and Zoltan is round. Clips Noodles as well, just for good measure. That has allowed Stocker to build up a tiny bit of a gap now. So the tricky question is, when does he choose to pit? Obviously right now Those hard tyres are not working. Benzilla has gone back into the pits. Is that for wing damage? It looks like they are pulling out wings, so he must have picked up some wings damage somewhere. You tell us, Chris. You've just left the country. Benzilla has chose the mediums. Do they look a bit more stable? Right now, the two hard runners are they starting to gain time? We've got Lemons and Crumpets. They're both deciding to jump in. I don't know if it's time yet. I don't know if it's time. Ragnar is still losing a bit of time to the leaders. This is dry tracking. Yeah. Right, so let's have a look at Crumpets. No, it is not ready. It's still winters. These guys have gone too early. So now, will people... Yeah, look at Lemons. He's struggling on under traction. Just struggling to keep it on the track still. I haven't seen DRS activation yet, so that's normally a good sign. No, look at that. Lemons is round. Zoltan has decided it's time for him to pit. I think he got a wing change there as well, to be fair to him. Considering that I thought Leonard was stuck behind HL, he's struggling to pull away. But now HL is suffering from that dirt. Yeah, both of these guys are absolutely sliding around here. It's looked dry for a few laps, mate. Round lap 30 it looked dry. But the times are saying different. These guys cannot keep it on the track. Yeah, was that 9 laps less, 50% more. Oh, no. Ooh. Zoltan just lost it. There we go. As expected. No wing. So he will be pitting again. How's Lemons doing right now? Yeah, hard to look awful. He's struggling. You can see him there. Is he going to stick it out, or is he going to think, "Fuck this! I want a new set of inters"? What's Zoltan going to do? Is he going to stick on another set of inters, or is he going to try and gamble with another set of dries? Intronsic with the fastest lap of the race. Sit on the inters. Come on, guys, that should tell you everything you need to know at the moment. And Zoltan has chose another set of hards. I think that's the wrong call, if I'm honest. Benzilla has left the session. Crumpets here. Looks like he's starting to get a bit of grip around there though. Is the track finally dry? I don't know. No, Hassan, they're putting in the fastest lap. So it is dry tyres now, lads. It is dries. So the leaders chose the right time to do this. But now, who was running a full wet setup and who was running a partial dry. We should start to see differences here. Can we just point out right now, Lemons currently 18 seconds off the lead. Never thought you'd see that. No one got it right as well. We are on lap 36 and he's still not in the lead. Gotta say, HL, fantastic drive so far. Really made that strategy work starting on the inters. Started in 10th, currently up in 2nd. No time penalty. Gets a bit of a slide there from the dirty air. Noodles has clawed his way back into the podium. Obviously helped a little bit there, and as I say that, he's got himself 3 seconds. Bit of commentator's curse going on. I'm sorry, HL, if you're listening. Leonard has broke out of that 1 second. That's going to help. Noodles has got DRS now. Look at that pace difference there. Finally, a legit overtake. Mental. Now can he chase after Leonard? It's because he's been near no one in 36 laps. Give him a chance. Now it's dry. He's starting to pick up pace. Closing in on Stocker here. Further back we've got Crumpets getting past Ragnar. Nice, not yet. Lemons with clean air, absolutely doing what Lemons does in the dry, smashing in the lap times. Absolutely crazy. With all the time penalties, you just can't count this guy out. Look at 1.5 seconds quicker he was that lap. At that point, these lap times are tumbling down, but Noodles hasn't got into DRS of Leonard. What we've got going on back here? Yeah, just mental. Look at that. Right, so 12.5 seconds. Let's see what it is after the next lap for Lemons. At that pace, he's going to be on them very quickly. Ragnar is nicely behind Crumpets at the moment. Dirty air is still affecting them all. Lap. Ooh, big shout there. Big shout there. Up in front though, Noodles has got himself within half a second. Right now, Leonard's going to be wishing it stayed wet. Yeah, Noodles is going to fly past here. Takes the lead. And can he pull away? Can he make a gap? Lemons in the 18s now. Down to 11 seconds. He's closing up on the rest of the field with no time penalties as well, so he only needs to get within 3 seconds of the guys in front. Well, he's not pulling away from Stocker yet. But Stocker will be hoping for a safety car or he's going to have to start lifting and coasting. That fuel light has been on for quite some time. Will he be able to make it to the end? As he goes back past, takes the lead again. Oh, we have a yellow flag. Who is that for? I'm not sure who that was for. So further back we've got Callum. Callum is looking very good tonight. Oh, is it Lemons? Does he have damage? He does. He's lost a bit of his wing. Is he going to pit or is he going to try and continue? Ragnar staying within half a second of Crumpets here. As I was saying, Callum looking very good after, from what I remember from his Vegas. He was right at the back, looking much stronger today. Stocker held on to the lead then. Obviously saved some of his ERS to defend down that straight. How much longer can he hold on for? Lemons deciding, fuck it, I'm quick enough, I'll continue with half a wing. And he is gaining on the cars in front again. Absolutely crazy from him. 2 Haas cars. He's only been on them like 4 laps. They'll be on 70%. So right now we've got Intrinsic on the back of Callum. Obviously Callum did manage to get his way past. So has he got the pace to pull away from Intrinsic right now? He's doing really well at the moment. No time penalties as of yet. Only a couple driver with no time pens. See if he can get a move down on the pit straight. Oh, something happened. Noodles. Stocker must have had a moment because all of a sudden Noodles is 1.5 seconds ahead. Has he got damage? No damage on... I don't know what happened there, but Leonard was like almost a second up and now he's like 2 seconds behind. No, he hasn't lost a wing. I don't know what's going on there. He's not going to be happy, that's for sure. He's now down into 3rd. Noodles, on the other hand, has pulled out a 2-second gap. Right now, that would see him win the race. As all these drivers have time penalties. So far, Lemons is currently still gaining on the cars in front. So he's not outside yet, even with a damaged wing. Ragnar has managed to get past Crumpets here. That was a battle that's been brewing for a few laps now, ever since the pit stops. And Tronzik has got back past Callum. Not really much going on at the moment, unfortunately. Leonard staying with the guys up in front. This is not over for him yet. He can still mount the charge back. Oh, say that Lemons is in the wall again. Can't park there, mate. As he gets himself back going, that will be his chances over now. Without a safety car, even Lemons, I can't see getting back into that. Right on board with Crumpets, just as he's on the grass, chasing down Ragnar. Championship wide open now, and you can see Ragnar getting past Lemons in such a weird spot. You never thought you'd see it there. What's Lemons gonna do? He's all over the place. He's got no grip up there. Leonard sticking with HL here. Noodles though, he's pulling out a gap. You can smell it. You can smell his first victory this season. I believe it's his first victory this season. Lemons in the pits. Where's he going to come out? It's going to come out in 10th. Nice bit of clean air. Don't believe anyone else is going to have to stop again, so he's going to have to do some work. So, Tron's up in front. Leonard has managed to get back past HL. It's because he knows I'm pretty sure he said he's missing a race, so he knows that he needs these points if he wants that championship. As you can hear there, Leonard is trying to fuel save. Coming off the throttle early, coasting into the corners, trying to make it to the end of that race. HL will be doing the same. They're both of them are low on fuel. This is just allowing Noodles to gain a gap, which he is going to be over the moon with. Crumpets and Ragnar still closely together. Not much has been separating these two since the pit stops. Further back we've got Intronzik. He was 1.5 seconds off Callum. These two are just swapping places now. Fast driver's mentality. You need all the points. You don't know what's going to happen. He could have another race like this yet. You missed Lemons in the wall, Danny. These two battling. All this battling, as well as this fuel saving, is just helping Noodles pull away. Further back, Intronzik gets past Callum. If you didn't miss races, you could have been picking up the points right about now. So it's nice to see Callum is sticking with Intrinsic. We know Intrinsic is quick. Callum, another one that's on a yellow fuel light. Who else have we got on low fuel? So we've got Leonard, HL, and Callum. 3 drivers currently on low fuel. Will they be able to make it to the end? Importantly, Leonard was just about to get HL out of his DRS range. That could have helped him out, allowed him to settle a little bit. It doesn't sound like HL is conserving fuel at the moment. Some shitty caravan normally. Boo. No, I'm joking. I don't do caravan holidays. I'm too big to fit in them. So we've got Crumpets and Ragnar a little bit off. I think the podium is pretty much set unless they do run out of fuel. With a couple of laps, they should be good for the podium. Crumpets not quite able to close in. At the moment, Sauber scoring well, 3 and 4. Further back, Brasco is closing in on Callum and Intrinsic. I do believe he was about 3 seconds off them. Don't be silly. We drive on the correct side, mate. Now, HL here, is he going to... He's not exactly pushing to get past here. You hear him just off the throttle. Off the throttle. Both of these guys just allowing Noodles to pull away. Oh, almost lost it there. So we've still got 16 laps of this race to go. Don't know if that was just on my screen or not, but that looked like Ragnar jumped from one side of the track to the other somehow. Maybe a little bit of sync. Further back we have got Brasco now closing in. Callum has fallen right off the back with Intrinsic after doing so well and battling with him. Is this part of his tyre management? Has he worn those tyres more than the cars around him, fighting the battles against the some of the quicker drivers? Brasco looks down the inside, no room down there just yet, but you can see the pace difference here. Brasco looking for a way past. Lemons is also gaining on these cars in front. It's football. Always football. Fucking soccer. Saying that, I did used to love watching Soccer AM, and apparently they're remaking it. It's coming out again, but I don't think it will be as good as it was. Right, so now we're sitting on board Brasco. Is he going to be able to make a move on Callum here? I think he gets it done easily. Look at that speed difference. Pulls out, gets past. well before the braking zone. He moves himself up into 7th. And now we have Lemons. He's gaining on these cars. Will he be able to get himself inside that DRS? Crumpets back down here. Looks, has he pitted? He's pitted for softs. So he's come out just behind Lemons. Interesting. No, see, we dominated the world, mate. We're right. Yeah, Crumpets has decided he's gonna go onto the softs for the final bit. Obviously, he would have struggled to get those mediums that final distance. Will he be able to claw back some places now? Do feel like Callum here is going to be a bit of a sitting duck to these two behind him. Lemons easily going to get past here. What about Crumpets? Crumpets is going to have to sit behind. Is he going to have to grip out these corners to get past him? Or is he going to have to wait for his chance? No, he's a little dip on the tyre just allows Crumpets the opportunity to get round the outside. And he can follow Lemons through. Lemons, who is currently right on the back of Brasco already. So it's still not game over for Lemons. He won't be on the podium, but he can still get finished with decent points here. Although you would have thought Lemons will fly by Brasco here. Can't imagine he's going to try and fight it too hard. No, he doesn't. You can see him harvesting. Oh, Lemons and Crumpets both get past. We've got a yellow flag. Who is that? We've got Mark Rosso, currently just sat on track. Not ideal from him. Don't like to see that. Not sure what was going on. But he has got himself going. What's he doing? Has he got damage? He has not got damage. Not really sure what's going on with him here. Further up ahead, Crumpets has actually got past Lemons. So can he pull away on those softs, or is Lemons' pace just going to keep him there and going to get him back on the next straight? Further up ahead, we've still got the same order. Obviously, now Noodles has the near on 8-second gap to the cars in front. So is HL going to go for it here? He is burning his battery. Is he going to be able to gain in time? No, he stopped. He's backed out of that. Still got that yellow light on, so I wonder how much fuel these guys actually have. How many laps under? Further back, again, this is probably the closest battle we've now got. Lemons and Crumpets. Lemons gets a good exit out the final corner. Yeah, I think these guys are just going to try and slingshot themselves work together, try and get further up the grid. Smart from these two. So this time is HL going to do the same thing, or is he going to actually go for a move this time? No, he's going to sit back. Leonard, I have to say Leonard is driving well tonight. It'll be good to see him on the podium. Really trying to conserve fuel now, Leonard is. Doesn't want to miss out on that podium. HL again. Keep seeing yellow flags popping up. Not sure who it's from. Looked like it was from a Red Bull. Being blue flagged. Is he going to let these cars past? Kinda. Not really. Hasn't really affected him, but it could be off-putting. Jonathan Mooney locks up a little bit. Oh no, Leonard. That is from Jonathan. We did see him go off. He's just letting cars go fast. Stays nicely out of the way, lets everyone past, and just continues on his merry way. Fair play for staying in it. But I did see Leonard got another 3-second time penalty. So that just demotes him down to third now, unless he can pull a 3-second gap, which he hasn't so far. So all HL needs to do is stay behind him, and he's got second. Keep the penalties up for a little bit. Lemons has managed to catch up to Intronsic here. Is he going to be close enough to make a move? He goes for it. Bit late. Gets it stopped though. Intronsic's defended that well. Making Lemons work for it here. Lemons just washes out with a bit of dirty air. Couldn't make it stick. He's going to have to wait another lap unless he tries something in a different part of the track. But we've seen time and time again, people aren't making these moves work. Zoltan also with 6 seconds. Sliding around. He's having a little bit of race on his own now after sticking with the guys at the front. Had that incident. Now he's just doing a little bit of TT. Think he'll take 5th on the road though. Here we go. Lemons is going for Intronsic here. Gets past Icy. Crumpets follows him through. So Lemons back up to 6th, considering he done what, 6 laps with a broken wing. Then he decided to park up for a second and change his wing. He's still back into 6th. Crumpets is staying with him though on those soft compound tyres. So, not many people have moved up positions. Noodles has obviously managed to move up 1. HL has gone up 7. And Lemons has gone up 8. Soon to be 9, I think. Looks like he is gaining really quickly on Zoltan. Down to 1.4. HL, like I said, just going to sit behind Leonard here. He doesn't need to push him. We've got a Haas round. That was Zoltan. I'm not sure what happened there, but that has allowed Lemons, Crumpets and Untronzik to go through. All of them will be happy with that. Tronzik though has managed to stay behind these two even after being passed on their fresher tyres than his. If he can stay with him, just keep that DRS, they can pull him along. That's all they'd be hoping for now. I don't think he's going to try and attack these guys. HL just staying behind. So further back we now have Brasco on the tail of Zoltan. Is Zoltan going to carry on? He does, yeah. Brasco's struggling a little bit tonight, but has made some overtakes. Is he going to be able to get Zoltan here? No, he's not. Just couldn't get close enough. He's going to have to try it on the next lap. Hassan currently down at 11th, all on his own. Obviously the wet hurt him a lot. Maybe more wet races, or he'll be asking for none. The wet weather did hurt Lemons as well, remember? Tronzik sticking with these guys. He's doing well here. Just keeping inside that DRS range. Feel like he's going to be out of it soon, but he has helped pull himself along. Brasco still stuck behind Zoltan. Callum 9 seconds off the guys in front. He'll feel a little bit upset about that, I think. He was fighting really well in the early parts of the race. Definitely signs of pace there. That gap, Lemons is clawing in that gap. There's not going to be enough time for him to get anything more than 5th. But it just goes to show you the pace of this guy is ridiculous. Through everything he's been through, and he's still 5th. We've got yellow flags again. Not sure what he's doing. Is he going to retire? Noodles out in front since we put on these dry tyres. Been in a different league. 10-second gap. All he needs to do is now bring it home. Take it nice and gentle, and he's got this. Nothing silly. Doesn't need to push. Now, this is interesting. Leonard has got himself back into a positive fuel delta by the looks of this. So has HL. So as it stands, they will not be running out of fuel. Now, can Leonard pull out a bit of a gap? Further behind, Crumpets. Oh, a little snap, costing that little bit. Now out of DRS of Lemons, can he get himself back in? Lemons has been pulling him along here. No, I think that's it now. Oh no, he has managed to claw himself back in. Somehow he's managed to do it. Whether it's these two. Now that fuel's come in, that pace from the front has come down. It's now under 10 seconds. Will HL go for a move to claim second on track, or will he just sit behind and take it through the time penalties? This is now our only real battle on track. Is he going to go for it? He has, he's gone for it. Oh, little bit of contact from the guys there. But he has got past, moves himself up into second. Leonard down to third. Oh, both of them sliding around here. Let's jump on board with Noodles for the last bit of the lap. This guy, from what I understand, has been searching for his first win this season. We all know he's quick. He's had some absolute nightmares, moments of pure chaos. But here, tonight, in Spain, once it turned dry, in a league of his own, comes round the final corner and he takes his first win of the season. We go HO, comes round, finishes second. Leonard decided to crash on the line but claims third. Ragnar fourth. Lemons, unbelievably, in fifth. Not one lap at the lead of the race. Can't remember the last time anyone said that. Crumpets in sixth. And Tronzik in 7th. Sultan coming round now. Finishing 8th. Frasco in 9th. Must have had a moment because he's now 9 seconds off. Callum in 10th, and Hassan is going to finish in 11th. Looked like he tried to go for Leonard there. That would have been quite funny. So there are our podium sitters. Oh no, unlucky Callum. So my driver of the day is going to be HL for getting himself from 10th to 1st on that strategy and then being able to stay with everyone. Drove a really good race, managed to stop the guys on younger tyres getting past him for a very long time. So well deserved to HL for his driver of the day. Thank you all for tuning in. I will catch you all later.